So you're new to IT, or maybe just new to Citrix. And you've probably had this moment, right? Someone asks you to look at the admin console for the first time, and it feels like they just handed you the keys to a 747 and said, good luck. Today, we're going to tame that beast.
Yeah, this right here is the feeling. So many options, so many tabs, all these weird-sounding names, and your first instinct is probably to just slam the laptop shut and think, nope, I am not ready for this. And you know what? That's totally normal. Most beginners get stuck right here, in this exact moment of screen shock.
So let's just try a totally different approach. We are not going to configure a single thing. We're not going to click anything that could possibly break the environment. We're not even going to try to remember it all. Nope, we are just going to look. That's it. A calm, totally pressure-free tour. Now, to make this work, we need one simple ground rule. We have to completely change the goal for your first day with this thing. So forget what you think you're supposed to be doing, and let's set a new, way more achievable mission. And here it is. Today is all about familiarity, not mastery. The goal isn't to understand every single knob and dial. It's just to get your eyes used to the layout, to see the words and hear the terms, without that pressure of having to get it all at once. And this is so crucial. Real confidence in a complex system like Citrix, it doesn't come from memorizing a textbook on day one, no way. It comes from just seeing the same terms and sections over and over again, until they stop looking like a foreign language. Recognition, that's the real first step.
All right, with our new mission in mind, let's take that quick guided tour. We're just going to look at the main areas and see the names. No tests, no pop quizzes later. Ready? Let's do it. So what even is this thing? Well, think of an admin console as a control room. It's not the engine room where the apps are actually running. This is the bridge. It's where you make decisions, manage who gets what, and keep an eye on what's happening. The key thing to remember is you're not building the apps here, you're just directing the traffic.
Now, if you look over to the left-hand side, you'll almost always see a menu with a few main categories. And at first, yeah, it looks like a lot. But here's the secret. Each of these sections really only has one main job. It's actually a lot simpler than it looks. Let's break them down.
We'll kick things off in the Manage area, which you also hear called Studio. This is where most of the building and organizing work happens. It's where you define all the resources that your users are eventually going to get their hands on.
Okay, deep breath. Inside Manage, you're going to see these heavy-hitting terms. Don't panic. These names are going to come up again and again in every Citrix conversation you ever have. For today, just let your eyes scan them. Let's just think of them as the main characters in our story. Let's start with a super simple distinction. When you see applications, I want you to just think of single programs, like Microsoft Word or a calculator. When you see desktops, think of the entire Windows environment, the whole shebang. That's really the core difference. One program versus the whole playground. Okay, here's a scary sounding one. Machine catalogs. It just sounds super technical, right? For today, I want you to completely ignore the complexity. Just file this away in your brain as a way to group machines. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's just a grouping concept. We'll deal with the rest later. And here's the other big one, delivery groups. This one's actually pretty simple when you boil it down. Think of it as the matchmaker. A delivery group answers one critical question: who gets access to what? It just connects a group of users to a group of apps or desktops. That's its entire job. Okay, so we've seen the building area. Now let's pop over to the watching area. This part of the console is usually called monitor or sometimes director, and its name tells you exactly what it's for. This is where you go when a user calls and says, hey, something's running slow. You're not building anything here, you're just observing. You're looking at who's logged in, how their session is performing, and, if any machines are having a bad day. This is your troubleshooting hub. Last stop on our little tour, the configuration zone. This is where you set the global rules for your entire Citrix environment. You can think of it as the place where you define the laws of physics for how everything else is going to behave. Now, for some really important advice. For now, this is a look, but please do not touch zone. I'm serious. Beginners don't live here. This is an area you grow into over time as you get more confident and you understand more. Putting a little mental fence around this area for now is a really smart move. So, we've seen the layout, but how do you actually get comfortable with it without, breaking anything? Let's talk about a safe and super simple method for real learning. If you take one thing away today, let it be this.
You are not supposed to understand everything on day one just by memorizing it. Learning Citrix is like learning a new neighborhood. You learn it by walking through it again and again and again until the street names just feel normal.
So here's your homework, and it's probably the easiest homework you'll ever get. A few times a week, just do this. Open the console, look around, read the names on the menus, and then close it. That's it. No pressure, no action, no damage. Just exposure.
And on the flip side, here's what to avoid. Please, don't just click on things randomly to see what they do. Don't try to build something for fun just yet. And most importantly, do not compare your first week to someone else's 5th year. Your only job right now is just building that familiarity.
All right, let's wrap this up. If you've watched this far and you haven't run away screaming, well, I've got some good news. You've already succeeded at the hardest part.
Seriously, most beginners quit because of that screen shock we talked about right at the beginning. That fear of the unknown is the biggest wall there is. By just being here, looking at these things, and being willing to face that console, you have already done the most difficult thing. You showed up. Everything else gets easier from here.
So I'll leave you with this question. What if learning this complex system wasn't about speed? What if it was just about staying curious long enough for it all to finally click? Because trust me, it will. You just have to give it time.